everybody. I'm Robin.
And I'm Miko.
And we're Wander Open Roads. We're here today to talk about our channel.
So, what is our channel about?
Wander Open Roads is about us. And we are a married couple. We are recently full-time RVers now. Woohoo! And we have a 2019 Integra Esteem 29V Class C motorhome that we are traveling the country in, along with our Can-Am Spyder RT Limited. So we do a lot of videos related to RV life and also motorcycle life.
So we like to travel around the country and record and vlog as we go so that we can share our journey and our adventures with everyone.
Absolutely. Yeah. And we also like to do reviews on different campgrounds that we visit and also different products that we buy, for RV life because, people want to know.
Here are the top 5 things that we like and in some cases love about the RV lifestyle. One is that we get to do all of this RVing as a couple. I love the fact that as we travel, we're having these different experiences that we're able to experience it together. And I personally think that it has helped our marriage and really brought us closer as a couple.
I agree. I mean, definitely. We're able to hit all these bucket list locations and do it together and experience all this fun together every day. She hasn't killed me yet, so that's a good thing. But no, I mean, doing this together as a couple is fantastic. I mean, it's what I've been waiting for all these years, babe.
All right, and number 2. We're trying to maintain an active lifestyle. So RVing actually puts us closer to destinations where we can get out and be active. So for example, when we go to the state parks, we really like to hike. And if there's a location that has a lake, then we can go out and kayak. And then of course, daily, we're doing our exercising outside of our RV.
Yes. Yeah, it's very important as you get older, obviously, to have an active lifestyle. And, with all the hiking and kayaking and just walks that we're able to take. And, it's definitely helping to keep us active and healthy. So I really love that about the RV lifestyle. And it's something that we're embracing. I definitely feel like our eating habits have gotten better. We're eating healthy. So, it's working for us, definitely, and it's a good thing. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, number 3, travel. Yes, RVing travel is to me the best of all worlds because personally, I'm the type of person that I do not like staying in hotels and I don't like eating at restaurants all the time. So with the RV, I'm able to sleep in my own bed. I'm able to cook my own food. And we have our traveling hotel that we can take all over the country. So that actually kind of saves us money too.
Yeah, I mean, it's a home on wheels. It's like having your lake house on wheels. You take it with you and you have a different lake every week, right? It's a lot of fun. It's, in my opinion, the best way to see America, and we plan on seeing every inch of it. So, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And next is freedom.
Yeah.
Since we've started full-timing, the RV has provided us so much freedom to be able to travel wherever we want, whenever we want.
Yeah, it's great. And to be able to work from the road and just, do the things that we need to do and, just focus on the important stuff. Focus on being together and focus on, living the life that we want to lead.
Right, living our best life.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then number 5 is tiny living. We still have a sticks and bricks, and I'm not going to say it's a lot of work, but compared to living in the RV, it is a lot of work. Just being in this smaller space is less to maintain, which I actually kind of prefer because it gives us time to do other things, to actually enjoy life. So I'm actually
definitely
a tiny living fan.
Yeah.
So I love all the tiny houses. So an RV is just our tiny house that we get to move all over the country and have a different front and backyard each time.
Yeah, I mean, the whole tiny living focus really just, it helps you to really zero in on what's important. These are the things that you have to have. There's so many things in life. You go out and you buy so much stuff and it's sitting in the closet or whatever. I mean, you only pack the things that you have to have. You only buy the things that you have to have, and and if you're not using it, then it's waste. So I really love that aspect of RVing. It's tiny living. It takes organization. It takes planning, but we're kind of natural planners, so it just kind of fits right in our alley.
Exactly. I mean, it's the minimalist lifestyle.
Yeah.
So it works for us.
Okay, so now let's talk about the dislikes of RV life. Okay, so first thing is moving. Move days in the RV are not really that great. It's usually like, the night before I'm trying to kind of pack up and I don't really sleep all that great because I'm, anticipating. So, move days are kind of a hassle. It's a lot nicer once you get to your spot and you get everything set back up again. So, man, move days are just kind of,
Yeah, it's not my favorite day, but there are some things that have made it better. One, starting to kind of pack the day before and just really being organized, so we kind of have a system of who's doing what when it comes to packing up the RV and getting it ready for move day, and that's really helped out a lot.
Okay. So number 2 is the expense of RVing. Okay, I mean let's keep it real. I mean RVs are not the cheapest thing out there. I mean we have a Class C, and you can pretty much guess. I mean, hey, it's a lot of money, and you have repairs and things of this nature. So there are maintenance costs, there are upfront costs with RVing, and you have to be prepared for that. Now, one thing that we did was we made our major purchases while we were both still working in our careers and our regular jobs, so that helped out quite a bit.
Yeah, and I'm actually like the money person in our relationship. And so I budget everything. And so to really help us with the money and the expenses, we've actually budgeted out like money for repairs, for gas, and for campgrounds. Speaking of campgrounds, one of the things that has really helped our budget is the fact that we have several camping memberships. So we are members of Thousand Trails, Passport America,
Trails Collection, Encore.
Yeah, Trails Collection, RPI, KOA discount,
and Good Sam's members.
So when you combine all of that together, it really keeps our campground fees to a minimum, but we still budget a certain amount. So like if we want to stay at a state park or a different campground, we still have the money set aside to be able to do that. But honestly, being Thousand Trails members has made the biggest difference in our expenses.
Yeah.
Another thing is that with our schedule, we have decided to kind of slow travel. So when we travel somewhere, we try to stay there like 2 weeks at a time. So that way we're not moving as often, and so that keeps the gas bill down.
Definitely. Yeah. Good strategies, works for us, definitely.
Yeah.
So, all right. So the third item, I don't like bugs. I really don't. And RVing is an outdoor activity. I mean, you're out there in nature and you're going to have bugs. I mean, it's just inevitable, but I'm just not a fan. So, we definitely have to come up with ways to to counteract that, right?
Right. So one of the things that we did was we bought like a tent or a gazebo.
Yeah.
And once we set up the gazebo and we're inside, we really don't have to worry about bugs, so we can actually eat or watch TV bug free, which is so awesome.
Yeah. Definitely.
And then just having good, bug spray, having your citronella candles, all those little things help.
Yeah, so bugs are no fun, but you have to be realistic about it. You're gonna run into them, especially in certain places like Florida and all that. So you just have to be prepared, and as long as you are, then it's you can manage it. So, all right. So the next thing on the list is a smaller living space, which that's kind of like one of those love hate type of situations. Tiny living is kind of a cool concept, and it's you can really kind of simplify your life, but at the same time, sometimes it's just you miss having those things or being able to have all those extra things. We have a Class C, and which is great for us. I'm a huge fifth wheel fan though, because the fifth wheels just seem to have so much storage. So with our Class C, we've really had to become super organized.
Pretty much. If you organize and you use every available space to put things away, and it's really important to make sure that everything has a place so that you can put those things away to keep your areas clear, it actually ends up not being that bad. Plus, don't forget, your living space is not just the inside of your RV, it's also the outside of your RV. So we have our TV outside and our chairs, and we actually utilize that space to really expand our living space to not just the inside, but also the outside.
Yep, good point. Good point. So the last thing on our list, storms. Living in an RV, you have to be, it's not something that you can just ignore. You have to keep track of the weather and the places you're going, the place you're at, the place you're going to next, especially in the fall and the summer and fall. You have to watch out for tropical storms and hurricanes that are coming if you're down in the southeast. Storms are very detrimental to RV life, and you have to really be careful about storms. Yeah.
Exactly. And we've, experienced some storms. And honestly, if we knew the storm was coming, we just packed up and headed inland to kind of get out of the eye of the storm. And then we came back after the storm. So we would just lock dock and then come back.
Yeah, we had a situation just a few months ago in Virginia. There was a hurricane coming up the eastern seaboard, and we drove about an hour and a half inland, and lot docked at a Walmart overnight, and just came back the next day, no problem. Which is that's one of the nice things about having a Class C is just it's kind of easy to pack up and pick up and go. So yeah.
So we would rather be safe than sorry when it comes to storms.
Absolutely.
So that was our top 5 likes and dislikes. But as you can see, with the dislikes, you can come up with systems and ways and strategies to even turn those dislikes into a okay, and maybe even a minor like.
Right.
So what's next for Wander Open Roads?
Well, we're relatively young in our full-time RV life, and honestly, we really haven't traveled that far. We've mostly traveled in the southeastern United States, and what's next is for us to push forward. So we want to see every inch of this beautiful country, all directions, north, south, east, and west, and we want to take you with us. So we are Wander Open Roads. We are on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We release a new video every Wednesday, and we would love if you would follow us and like us and join us on our journey.
Thanks for joining us.
Bye.
Bye. Be sure to check out our selection of travel apparel at shopredsquare.com and our Etsy shop. Links will be in the description. Thank you.